Hi, I'm Pete, and welcome to Just a Few Acres Farm at the Ithaca Farmers Market. It's a beautiful day out, beautiful fall day, and it's very busy. What do I have for sale today? Well, we've got frozen chicken. Our fresh season's done. Lots of whole chickens, stew hens, and some pieces, and then pork. Not until January, just ground pork beef. We're in between batches, so kind of the premium steaks are gone, but we've got this and that. We've got lots of ground beef and turkey. First weekend of the year where we're selling turkey cuts. All the whole turkeys are sold out, but we've got some cuts. But eggs, well, 13 dozen. That's what I brought. 13 dozen. They were gone in no time. Just the nature of the season. The sunlight streaming in through what architects call clear story today is beautiful. Bright sunshine, beautiful fall day.
Hi.
Hi.
Do you have stew hens?
I do, yeah. These are delicious. They just need to cook for a long time.
Yeah.
Tenderized. So, 3 1/4. Yes. I did. When we started the farm, I used to be an architect. It was a big team. Thank you. Comes to 24. So you would think, since the farmers market's so busy, that it would be a busy day for me, but it's not. I haven't had much of a line today, and part of it's that I'm lacking some things that people buy a lot, particularly fresh chicken. Our fresh chicken season is done. The other thing is, it depends on the type of crowd. I mean, sometimes you'll get a crowd that, on a nice day, they're just out for a stroll at the market, not particularly looking to buy a lot of groceries, and that may be the crowd today. So one of the things I like to do to evaluate what the crowd's like is to walk around and see how many people are carrying grocery bags. That's always a sign of a grocery shopper. There's one. There's some. But I don't know. I'm not seeing a lot of them. With Ithaca being a college town, you might get a lot of students some days. They don't usually buy a lot. They're not going to go and buy $100 worth of meat. But they do want to get out on the weekends. So the market provides for them through having lunch, having coffee, getting a little this and that, maybe a dozen eggs. Not a lot of business for me. But they might get a little of this and a little of this. This, probably not so much. Those are good looking potatoes. And of course a free sample back there. They go for that. And a crepe, of course, always, popular. So that's the way it goes. Sometimes one sort of vendor benefits from the crowd, sometimes another type. It all balances out. Looks like the boat's loading up for a tour around the lake. This boat takes tour trips up and down the lake, and they're about an hour long, and they leave from the dock here at the market. It's a nice big boat and a really nice trip. Given the way the leaves look around the lake today, I would say it's the height of fall. Colors today are beautiful. Wow. Look at how bright the radishes are. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I've often thought about what draws all these people to this place, and yes, it's the products that draw them. It's a reputation of the market, but it's also just a positive atmosphere. It's always a positive place to be. It's a good vibe, and you don't get that so much at the supermarket. You get it here. You buy your food and experience something that's outside of everyday life. I mean, as you walk around here, you see a lot of people with smiles on their faces. This is my bread place, but a thoughtful viewer brought me a loaf of ciabatta this morning, so I don't have to stand in line. Look at this crowd. Wow.
Sure? I got you. That's for you. What do you say?
apple.
This is the only place that's probably more colorful than the fall leaves this year. Hi.
Hi. Show the beauty before it's gone.
Oh, I hope it's not gone too soon. But you know, one windy day and the trees may be bare and the color's gone. Who knows? Pretty good day for people watching, though. It's always a good day at the market for people watching. Here in Ithaca, there's lots of interesting folks from different places and different viewpoints. Always nice to meet them all and watch them. These are Brussels sprouts still on the cob. These are a late season favorite here. Yeah, I got plenty. They're frozen this time of year. We're done with fresh for the year. So that's about 3.5. Just an idea, that's about 4.
Should we just get one?
Look at this chicken, it's 7 pounds. It's going to a good home, right?
If you guys can catch it.
To purchase the whole thing? Yep, that one's only for sale individually. Okay, and
Small pig?
yeah, how much would that be?
Oh, where is it? Oh, over there.
Oh, the music's going.
I remember how you looked the day that you went far away, and I wonder, did you think of us and know how much we cared?
What a great day to sit outside and eat. Beautiful leaves, nice weather. Beef liver. Okay, so these are the packs. That one's 3/4. This one, it's $2.30.
You know what? You have another one?
Yeah, sure.
Good price.
Remember, look for the shopping bags. Yeah, I'm not seeing very many of them. There's a strange thing, the slower market is, the sooner I think it's lunchtime. It's not what my watch says, it's what my stomach says. Even lunch is ruined today. Hillary forgot to put mustard on my tuna. I have plenty of whole chickens. They're about 3.5 pounds all the way up to 7.
You said the smallest is 3.5.
So like that? Thank you. We throw everything You know, instead of thinking of first and second lunch, now I'm thinking of it as courses. So I eat gourmet at every market, at least 2 courses. Sandwich, pretzels. It's fine dining. This one's Here's an interesting bit of the crossing of law and market rules that really governs what we can and can't do here. So the law says that I can sell things that are produced directly off my farm. So if I want to sell a whole chicken or an egg, I can do that. I don't need any special license to sell that to the public, just as long as I'm following the regulations regarding butchering and storing them. Nobody's coming to check me on that. But if I want to pickle that egg, or I want to process any of the food in any way, then I run into a whole host of red tape from the state and federal government. I have to have inspections, I have to have the recipe approved. I'm subject to the health department for some things, which is a whole another set of strict criteria. The other thing is, like, I'm wearing a nice sweatshirt that's got my farm on it. I can't sell it here because I don't make it. So I can say to people, you can go online and sell it, but I can't sell it from my booth. So it restricts what I can sell. I can't process my food. I can't sell things I don't make. That's why we sell what we sell. I guess next year I'm going to have to plant some t-shirt trees. That's the way around it. And I'll plant them right next to the lobster trees. And the people just keep coming today. Two and a half more hours to go. All these people keep walking by, but none of them are carrying anything. Buy something. When you're here for 6 hours and you see thousands of people walk by and only a small percentage of them are carrying things that they bought, it can get a little frustrating. I could be home watching football, laying on the couch next to the stove. This is probably better entertainment anyway. Nothing says harvest season like pumpkins. Lunch crowd, empanadas. These squash are called Carnival, and they're an acorn cross. We're having ham for dinner, smoked ham for dinner this week, and I thought, what better to have with ham than acorn squash, baked in the oven with a little butter and brown sugar. So if everybody else wants to wander and not buy anything, I figured I'd wander and just buy some stuff, you know? This is ginger still on the stalk.
I usually just have it in salmon.
Squash Central. Bump, 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 bump. Does this look good? It's a pumpkin roll. I thought it looked good. I was talking to another vendor and I think I finally figured out what's going on here. It's Cornell Parents Weekend, so what better way to experience the flavor of Ithaca than coming down to the farmers market? But I'm traveling, so I can't really buy much. And strangely enough, it seems to be a bad day across the board for different types of vendors. I've talked to food vendors, I've talked to artisans and other farmers. It's been a slow day for everyone. Market's always been this way. You have to absorb the slow days and rejoice in the good days, I guess. It all averages out in the end. And of course, what happens on weekends like this, the locals know, oh, it's Cornell Parents Weekend. Market's going to be mobbed with people looking around. I'll skip the market this weekend and come back next weekend. So it's a double whammy. This is my lunch course 3 chocolate chip cookie.
Are you Pete from Just a Few Acres Farm? Okay, so we're not into the homesteading thing, but my brother-in-law totally is.
Well, you can be in the video if you want. The camera's running.
Oh my gosh. Hey, so Jeremy, when you see this, you can see that we stopped by and we're totally talking to Pete.
You want to say hi? Is it your brother?
It's my brother-in-law. It's my sister's husband. And my sister as well. I'm sure she's nice. Jeremy, Danny, JC, hello to y'all.
See, things happen even when you're just sitting around at market with nothing to do. It's nice.
Market is an experience.
It is.
So I have a channel that promotes small farms as still a viable alternative, because you see out west all these giant farms and they're putting all this stuff on the land and they're knocking out all the hedgerows and growing animals in barns and so yeah. So our farm's an alternative to that, saying we only have 45 acres and we grow a whole bunch of different everything we sell there we grow and make a living out of it.
Yeah, I think that even though they have their own other business works, they try. I think that the concept is that they started by feeding themselves, no, having eggs for themselves, the milk, and once in a while, first is there because I think that they're planning a long term.
So when we start, I used to be an architect and I just got burned out for 20 years. And when we started out, we said, well, we can either try and reduce our monthly bills and provide for ourselves, like the homesteader does, or we can do that. And since we've got 3 kids that are like just about to go to college, I said, well, I think we need to make some money. So that's why we're doing it. A few people always ask in these market videos, what's that book on your table? Well, it's the book that I wrote, Year and a Day on Just a Few Acres. And I always put a link in the video description, but apparently it's news to some people still. I didn't make this, but I wrote it. The market allows me to sell it here. I got an idea for slow days. Let's see if this works. The line's going to form any minute now. This is not working. I guess if Charlie Brown was here, I might get some business, but he's not. Hi.
Do you still have soup bags?
It is. I have a question. If a market is boring, does the video that's made from the market also have to be boring to be realistic, or should it be exciting? And if it is exciting, is that being false somehow? Is that not real life? I'll think about that for the next hour until market closes. Geez, you know, I was just surfing around this thing called YouTube, and it turns out there's some really good stuff to watch on here. It's one thing to do when market's slow, I guess. There's this guy on there, though. He just looks really weird, off. I don't know. Makes me uncomfortable. Just a few acres, something like that.
All right, Pete.
Good, how are you?
Doing good. Doing good. Busy. It must be parents' weekend.
Yeah, lots of lookers, not very many buyers.
You're making the 3rd or 4th cut right now.
Yeah.
Ground Park. Good. It's going to do well. Still for good.
January.
No worries. It's worth waiting for. Absolutely. I won't have a bite of bacon until yours is in.
Yeah, don't do that.
Absolutely.
Well, it's 3 o'clock, and I'm going to pack up and go home. And the question remains, will this be an exciting video of a boring market or a boring video of a boring market? You know by now, but I don't. I'll leave it up to the editing process. I hope you have a great day. I do hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.